You're listening to the Telltale channel. Don't forget to check me out on all social media: Patreon, Twitter, Teespring, and Etsy. All links can be found in the description or on my website, telltaleatheist.com. So I wanted to take a look at this article by The Friendly Atheist. This is actually written by Hemant Mehta on the Friendly Atheist blog. The title is Ark Encounter Ticket Sales Went Up a Bit in January. Attendance at Ark Encounter has increased a bit compared to the same period last year after a month that saw a major dip. Thanks to a public record request by local paleontologist Dan Phelps, we now have the numbers for December. You can read more background about how it's calculated here. The bottom line, Ark Encounter had 15,790 paying visitors in January. It's a bit more than the 14,885 they had last January. Here are all the attendance numbers we know, along with the safety fee that Answers in Genesis has paid to the city of Williamstown. The public nature of that fee is how we know the attendance numbers at all. And I actually know some atheist activists really fought for this information, so I appreciate their work. I wish I could name them. I think it was FFRF and possibly Jim Helton and American Atheists worked on making some of this information public, so thank you to all of those people. Keep in mind, all of this is happening as Ark Encounter is dealing with a hilarious $1 million lawsuit involving rain damage. That is funny. Ham may have forestalled a more catastrophic drop, but it's likely due to factors that have nothing to do with interest in a biblical myth. The cold weather will no doubt limit attendance in coming months, and the park will be closed on Sundays and Mondays until next month, but there's a conference center on the premises that allows thousands of people to visit the park in one fell swoop. There's also a playground and petting zoo. They've also been advertising on Facebook and on Fox News. Big surprise, Fox News is advertising for them. All of that requires a lot of money. The question is whether the investment is worth it in the long run. Remember that actual attendance is higher than these numbers represent because kids get in for free, as do members with lifetime passes. But giving away freebies to children and life members doesn't help the local economy as much as drawing in first-time customers who are ready to spend money or conference attendees who are there for another reason. All right, so long time ago when I first started YouTube, I knew Logic at the time, and he was going through his Hello, I'm a Scientist series, and he was also going through his Hello, My Name is Kent Hovind series. I think that's the name of its series. Really, really good series, both of them. So I was watching those by Logic, and I decided, you know what? Kent Hovind has like 1 billion of these video seminars. I'm going to watch the video seminars beginning to end. There are 26 of them, and they're roughly 2 hours each, between an hour and a half and 2.5 hours long each. So 26 of them, about 2 hours on average long. So that's like 52 hours worth of video seminars from Kent Hovind. I watched all of it. It took me forever. And it's like, I was looking for cohesion between his beliefs. Like, he's got video seminar series on dinosaurs and what they are and are they still here on Earth and what happened to them and were they on the Ark. He's got a video series on, or he's got a video seminar on Adam and Eve. Is it a real story? Is it a real literal story? He's got a video seminar on everything, right? And he details Christian belief beginning to end, young earth creationist belief beginning to end in vivid detail. After watching those videos, after watching the entire seminar series, which I've kind of been doing a little bit lately too, that guy is disturbingly smart and charismatic, like to a very disturbing degree. If he wanted to, he could be a cult leader. I don't know if he is right now. I haven't seen any evidence of it. I'm not saying he's not. I don't know. But he could be. Very, very easily if he wanted. Ken Ham is not anywhere near as charismatic as Kent Hovind is. And he's not anywhere near as good of a debater. Kent Hovind is just a wicked debater. And I actually covered both of these guys on my main channel like forever ago. I talked about whether or not they were cult leaders, whether or not they had cults, and all kinds of information about Kent Hovind, where he got his degree, whether or not it's a legitimate degree and things like that. You guys should go check that out on my main channel if you haven't seen it. It's really interesting. I may end up redoing the whole video because it's a little bit older. But the fact that Kent Hovind is as good at debating and as charismatic as he is extremely concerning to me. It's good news that we're getting here that the Ark Encounter isn't really growing at a, super fast rate, and they're dealing with lawsuits and things like that. That's good news, because I don't want to... That thing is just a toxic mess right there. But we're still fighting a battle right now against young Earth creationism, and it should not be discounted. It's extremely important that we pay attention to it and recognize how serious this is. As recently as a few years ago, I think 40% of the U.S. population believed that Noah's Ark was a real, literal story. I think the number has gone down significantly now, but that's still entirely too high. Entirely too high. I think last year, around July, there was an Ark Encounter protest, and Aaron Ra was there, Seth Andrews was there, Jim Helton from American Atheists was there. I'm assuming there's going to be another protest this year, probably in July. If so, I will be there. I would love to go there and hang out with those guys and do the whole protesting thing. So if you guys live around the Kentucky vicinity, or near the Ark Encounter, or near the Creation Museum, and you want to meet me, no solid dates yet. I don't even know if it's happening yet, but if it is, I will be there.